Hey YouTube, I want to post another video update on how the property's going. I haven't posted in a while. It's been a little bit busy and a little bit of work, a whole lot of nothing, but now we've got some stuff to show. So when last we talked, we were waiting on electric, and we're still waiting on electric, but we're closer. I came up today and I saw that in front of me. So those cables coming out of that piece of rigid conduit are my cables that they trenched. So they just haven't connected them yet. They're laying down there on the ground. So eventually they'll connect up to that transformer. But they did the hard stuff. So they trenched all the way around here, it looks like. And up to where my hole used to be. Now there's no hole, there's only a pipe with cables and a meter with a tag. So that is pretty cool. The cables are in there. It doesn't look like they landed any of them. They're just kind of wrapped up. So I can only assume they're going to come back tomorrow and finish the job. One thing that kind of irked me was, I don't want to tilt that. You see my pipe, they bent it a bit. It's kicked off to the side more. Mine was straight up and down, and they kind of tweaked it. So I don't care for that exactly. They actually raised it up a little bit too. So I don't care for that either. Apparently I dug too deep. So, but the important thing is that we are that much closer to power. Other news, we are going to be actually starting to break ground in the house fairly soon, hopefully in the next month and a half. We're starting to work with our builder now, but you can see out there on the pad we've got the four corners of the house staked of where the foundation guys are starting. So we just had some of the really heavy duty stakes that were left over from when the guys put the building up, so just use those, spray painted orange, and that's it. And so we got it close. It's not exactly square, but I'll say it's close, but it's good enough for what the crew needs to do. Other things. So we also built this little approach into the shop so that now, as you can see, I can drive my truck up in there, which is very nice, very helpful. So we just used extra fill dirt from the shop concrete and used a bunch of these chunks of shale as kind of backfill and packed it all down. Father-in-law helped tremendously with that. And the shop is getting more stuff in it. Just bringing in tools and being able to work. It's quite nice. And of course our impulse buy. You can't start building a house without first starting to accumulate things for it. So we got a half bath vanity because it was on sale and it was pretty. So things are moving along. One other thing I haven't shown you, and it's down at the front of the property. So we'll go and take a walk and talk about that. And as we walk, I'll fill you in on my latest project, which is making that big pile of logs go away. Now, any sane person would just, get some heavy equipment and have that done. But I don't know if you guys knew this, but heavy equipment costs money. And so I am just whittling away at it. Basically, I'm coming up here every day, burning my chainsaw until the batteries run dry. And that's it. So we're gonna keep chopping away at it until I can get it up in pieces and cleared out of the way, because that will be the front of the house. And in those trees, we're going to clear cut all those trees, and that is going to be kind of the front yard and also where we're going to put the septic or aerobic, I don't know yet, but whatever it is, it's going there. So coming up the road, you might be able to see, but we got ourselves a gate. I think that's one of the first rules when you buy rural properties. Well, you have to have a gate on your property. So we got ourselves a gate. We got overkill on the post and we went cheap on the gate. Eventually we'll replace this gate with more of a just something decorative or something, but for now we got your standard farm style gate. It was a 14-foot gate. It was $100 at Tractor Supply. It doesn't get much cheaper. And then the posts we got from a local piping supplier, 4.5 inch steel. I don't know how thick it is, but we'll say thick. Very thick. Actually, here, take my coffee can caps off. Let me see if I can angle the thing in there. It's like that thick. So they will be sturdy. They are concreted in the ground with 60 pounds of concrete each. I don't think they're moving. To mount the gate, we had to drill a 3/4 inch hole through this thing. And so thankfully my neighbor had the same idea as I did. So we both bought the same poles, the same gate. And I brought the drill, he was nice enough to buy the bit to cut a 3/4 inch hole, because I only had metal cutting bits up to a 1/2 inch. So that worked out quite well. But we have a gate now that we can close the property up with. Eventually we'll automate it and, you know, put the keypad and the Ring doorbell and all the fancy doodads out there. I plan on trenching out electric to the gate to power the motor. I know you can do solar, but I've got some other reasons for wanting to have 120 volts out there, so I'm gonna go ahead and trench a line out there and run a circuit. My actual plan is to run bigger conduit than I need and run one circuit. That way, if I ever want to bring more power out there, I've got the option. I don't know why I would, but you never know. I hate digging, so I only want to do it once. And that's about it. That's what's been going on. Once power's up, we will start working on some more of the finish out of the shop. We plan on building a loft kind of in the back and finish out the toilet and the sink and plumbing maybe. And so, yeah, things are shaping up. So that's all I got for you now. Thanks for watching YouTube. We'll see you later.